Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today what I'm going to do is generate multiple lists and append them into a single list. So we need to import the random module in Python. If you don't already have this on board your system, you can install it through pip. I can't remember if it comes already with Python or not, so you'll find out anyway. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a function called generate random lists. Okay, so that's going to be create a variable called number lists. I'm going to assign it to int, which is integer input, because we're going to be taking integers in here, numerical values. So number of lists, so you might want to generate 3 lists. Okay, so we're going to do another variable called list length. So we want the length of the list. Again, assign it to int for integer input, because it's going to be numerical input. And we simply ask the user number of elements. Okay, and we're going to do a minimum value, so min val I'm going to call it. Again, we're going to assign that to int, and that's going to be input, so it's an integer value. So min val here, so the minimum val, so it could be 1 or 0 or whatever. Max val, which is going to be the opposite, the maximum value. Again, it's an integer, so that's going to be input and simply max val that the user can import. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, I'm going to create a list called multi lists. I'm going to create it like that. It's going to be empty, it's going to be nothing in it. Okay, so that's what's going to store the multiple lists that we generate. So we're going to generate as many lists as we want. I'm just going to generate something like 3, and then we're going to store it in this multi lists list. Okay, so we have to do the for loop. So I'm going to say for I in range of the number of lists. So I'll enter in the number of lists, let's say 3, and it's going to say for I in the range of the number of lists, and then we're going to generate a list of random numbers here. So I'm going to create lists, and to assign it to random dot rand int, random rand integer, and then we're going to pass it some arguments, so the minimum value we will have inputted, and also the max value, the maximum value that we will have inputted. Then I'm going to say for I in range of the list length. Right, so the list length could be 5 numbers or 10 numbers or however many numbers you want. Now we're going to append this to the multi-lists box here. So this is going to be multi-lists dot append. lists. So we're going to append the lists that we've generated. Now all we have to do is print out all the generated lists. So I'm going to do print multi lists. And now last thing we do is we just call the program, call it by its name here, which is generate random lists. Okay, save it. Let's run the program. Okay, let's make it a little bit bigger. Number of lists. I want to generate 3 lists. So there we go, 3. Number of elements. This one, I don't know. 5 elements in each list. Minimum value 1. Let's say maximum value 10. Okay, hit enter. And there we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So we've generated 3 random lists within the multi-lists list. Okay, so there you go, folks. Bob's your uncle and Fanny is your auntie. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will catch you in another video. Bye-bye.